All right, everyone. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to use GoHighLevel's new video tracking feature to get high intent leads. This is applicable to any business that wants to generate leads online, or any of you marketers out there that somehow keep finding my content, even though the intention of this channel was to, teach my potential clients, which sounds like I'm going to need to do another channel for. But I'm going to show you guys how to do this and basically either one, create highly intentional leads for your business, or two, how you as a marketer can get your clients better results, which is what this channel is about and why I think so many people are loving the content. I'm literally giving away how to actually do this stuff, like not what's easy to sell and just like these copy paste things. Like, how do you actually think like a full stack human that understands the entire business model of your client and actually get them results? It's not enough to just copy paste things anymore and just think, oh yeah, like clients are going to get results. Like, how do you truly go above and beyond and become skilled and a master at what you're doing so that people pay you high ticket amounts and trust what you're actually advising because you understand and have the skills to actually do it? That's what this channel is about. So we're not going to do any sort of, little things that aren't dope. It's got to be dope. So let's show you how you use this. So let me talk about real quick how to use, or what is video tracking. So basically, with this new feature, we can do two things. We can now host videos on GoHighLevel, and now because we can host them, we can track people's activity. And three, because we can track people's activity, we can create certain conditional automations based on that activity. So here's an example. If somebody watches a video for, let's say you have a 1-minute video and they watch 30 seconds of that, that's considered somebody watching a video at 50%. If somebody watches a video at 50% and we create an automation for that, we can text that lead automatically and say, hey, you just saw 30 seconds of our video, right? Obviously, you're not going to just say that, but that's the idea. You do a 25-minute video and somebody watches 50%. Somebody watched your content for 12 minutes. They're probably going to be a lot more of they're at least more aware of who you are. And so if you give them a call, you're going to be able to get in contact with these people in a lot faster way. Okay. And you also know how to adjust your messaging as well. So let's actually do it. The way you're going to learn is how to actually do it, not by me talking about it. So here's a simple graph of what we're going to build. So if you saw one of my last videos, I basically teach how to build a GoHighLevel snapshot from scratch and make 6 figures selling it. So I did that in the last video. So we're going to use this little, page or system that we built on the last videos. If you haven't watched it, you can go check it out. But basically, what we're going to do is build an opt-in page, place a video there, place a calendar there, and then we're going to create an automation when people watch a video at 75%. I did a little video before this. It's like a little placeholder video. So you guys will see from end to end how to actually do this. So basically, we have our survey page based on this funnel, right? We have our calendar page, and then we have our success page. So all I'm going to do to finalize or adjust this system is, one, I'm going to duplicate it because I want to keep this funnel as it is. So we're just going to call this YouTube video tracking funnel, and then we're going to clone it. So this will basically create the same exact funnel in this account. Cool thing about HighLevel is you could transfer this to other accounts and create snapshots and all that. So here we go. Here it is. So we have our survey page, our calendar page, and our success page. So what we're going to need to do here is we want to change this from a survey page to a form, which I'm going to show you how to do. We're going to duplicate this page and change page 2 to a video page, not a calendar page. and then page 3 will be the calendar page, and page 4 will be the success page. So let's start by doing, one thing at a time. So we're going to go to our forms here, and basically we're just going to create a simple form. Now the reason we're creating a simple form is because with this type of approach, we want more volume, right? We don't want to take people through like 20 questions, which is kind of what I did on the survey, and then they can't watch the video, right? We just want a simple opt-in. You could even do as little as an email, but in this example, we want to do first name, or we don't want to. I'm just telling you kind of what I would recommend, and all these things are obviously unique to your situation. So now that more people are watching the channel, and I'm even getting a ton of calls and texts, you guys are finding out my stuff. Please take everything I say here like with your own discernment. You can't just watch my video and then you told me to do this and then like go and be like telling me like all of this requires your own filter. So just know this is for demonstration purposes only, and I'm really just showing you what things you can do, and it's up to you to test, iterate, and prove them in the real world. So my experience is fully within the real estate industry. I've got clients that make a lot of money using our systems. So I am qualified in terms of a system building perspective in real estate, but I have not tested this specific, thing that I'm showing you with solar clients. But we have built tons of VSL, so I know what I'm doing in terms of this. So I'm not saying to go do this for solar, okay? So even though I think it would work. But basically, here's your form, okay? And so what we're going to do now is we're going to just put this onto the funnel here just so we can kind of get a new visual of what we're doing here. So we're going to remove this survey and just basically delete this, and then just click on plus here, and we're just going to put the form here. Okay, and we're going to select that form. Boom, there you go. Now, what's going to happen is when we, preview this, we've converted this, like page from like a full-on survey to just first name, last name, email, phone number, and then submit. So the cool thing here is now once they submit this information, they're going to automatically be taken to step 2 of the funnel, okay? And so what we need to do here for our specific little thing we're building is we need to actually create a video page here, not a calendar, because we want to basically, in the example of the automation, we want to track someone's behavior before they book a call, or if they do book a call, maybe we want to delay the button, or you could even see who booked a call and watched at a certain percent. So many cool things you guys can do. So what we're going to do is clone this funnel step, and then basically this duplicated step will be page 3. So we're going to move this up, and trust me, this will all make sense if you just keep watching. So this will actually be the calendar page, and then this will be the calendar page here, and then this will be the video page. And so we're just going to change this to video page, and we'll just refresh that so you guys can see how the naming conventions work. So we should have our opt-in page, or our survey page, calendar page. It didn't quite update yet. Let me change the publishing. So video page, and then now we got to change it here, I guess, too. So this will be page 3, and then this will be calendar page, and then this will be update, and then here we just want to change this to step 4, and then we're basically good to go. Okay, so we have our, I gotta make myself smaller. So we have our survey page, which is this. Once they finish this survey page, we're gonna route them to this, which will be a video page once we do what I'm gonna show you how to do. And then this will be a calendar page, which will be where they book. So this will be video, this will be calendar. And then lastly, we'll have our little success page, which will be only if they book the appointment. Okay? So let's keep going. So what do we need to do next? So the first thing we need to do is we need to go to our survey page and edit this page. And then we basically need to just click on this form and make sure that it says redirect action and then go to the next step. That way when they fill out the form, they're automatically taken to the video page, okay? So now what we're gonna do is we are going to go to page 2, and we're just gonna simply delete the calendar and just put the video, and we're gonna choose the hosted video option. So we're gonna click delete, click on the plus element here, and then we're just gonna click on video and drag it right there. Boom. So now we have our video, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna go here, and instead of clicking YouTube or Vimeo or Wistia or custom embed, this is the new feature. We can now create this hosted video, click on video file and click select video. So give me a sec, I'm gonna pause and then upload it. All right, so it just uploaded here. This is a simple like little 1-minute video I recorded, just for demo purposes. And now it's basically on this page, okay? And so what I wanna do is show you here these playback controls. So, I mean, depending on what you're doing, like I said, all these things are nuanced. I like to let people play and pause. I know some people prevent people from being able to rewind and do anything like that. But I don't know, I just think with YouTube culture, I don't know why you wouldn't let people, and depending on what you're doing, this subject to change. But I like to turn this on, so I'm going to turn it on for demo. And the one thing that we may want to do is redirect unregistered visitors. So I'll show you what that is. And we're going to turn that on for now. And then, let's leave all these features on. That way, everything's good. And then for this select step page to redirect, we're just going to click survey page. I'll explain that more later if you don't understand that. But basically, the cool thing about this hosted video tracking feature is that if somebody tries to get to this page, right? Like let's say you guys went to go and demo this page, you wouldn't be able to watch the video unless you opted in, and you could put a fake opt-in. Which is going to happen no matter what you do. But if you incentivize properly, and email someone like a guide or something like that, then, they're going to be more likely to put in the right information. So nothing you can do about fake info. So what we're going to do is just say, watch this video. And then I'm just going to put, I like using emojis. So I'm just going to throw, let's see if there's a, let's see. That looks more fitting for watching. Let's try the video. See how that looks. Yeah, I mean, this looks to me more like, a video. Okay, but it's up to you. And then I'm just going to delete this just for simplicity so I don't have to think about what to write here. Now, if I preview this may potentially not even let me watch it. Okay, so it does because, I think it's because it's a preview here. But if I opened this in incognito tab or window, you'll see it's going to kick me back to this first page now. Watch. Boom. See how it didn't let me do it? So if I try to go back again and paste it, it's like still going to take me back. Okay, so that's the power of this feature, is that, you can basically, it's like a forced registration, okay? So that's step 2 of the funnel. So now what we need to do is just go to step 3 and, make sure that the calendar page is, you would hook that up correctly. So this is all good. So let me go back real quick. I forgot we would just add a little button here. So if we just go here and then add a button, then what we would just want this to do is just go to next step, okay? And then you could just say book a call, right? I'm just keeping this stuff real simple here. and then calendar page. Okay, so now this goes here, and then we're just going to make sure this goes to the thank you page. And there we go. So that's pretty much it in terms of like the funnel. Okay, so let me walk you through it just from the beginning. So we have this survey page now, or opt-in page. Then we have this video page, which should kick me back here again. I think because it's a preview, it's not, but that would kick me back if an actual domain was linked to it. And then we're going to go here. And this is basically it. So we have an opt-in page here, okay? You have your thank you page here, or you have your watch this video page here, which is where you're kind of generating this quality lead. And then they click on book a call, and then they would be able to book in a call here, right? They can choose their time and then book the appointment. And then once they book their, I think I told you guys in the last video, I rescued this cat, and she was trying to get over, if you heard that. And long story short, my two cats don't get along quite yet. So anyway, once they book this call, they're taken to the thank you page, okay? So this is step one, okay? So step one is like designing the funnel and the system. Once the system's been designed, now how do you actually create like quality leads, right? So one is going to be this video. So you'd want to design this video well. And then two, we're going to want to create some automation. So let's get into automation and demoing that. That way you guys can see how this thing actually works. So what we're going to do is click start from scratch, and then we're going to click create new workflow. So we're going to do video percent watch is, let's just say 50%. And then we're going to create all kinds of different, I'm going to show you different things you can do. And then obviously at the end of the day, it's up to you. So the workflow trigger, right, cannot be, I don't think, unless, let's see, video. Okay, so this can be a trigger. So what you would do is if you add multiple videos, you would need to filter by the specific video, okay, as well as the percentage, because if you have 10 videos, this rule would be applied to every video in your system. So if I clicked here and did video percentage is greater than or equal to 50%, then if I have 10 videos that I'm driving traffic to, hypothetically, this next logical step that I design is going to go to anyone that did that, like watched 50% of those videos. So if you have multiple, you would choose video, then you would choose is any of, and then you would choose the actual video, and then you would choose the actual percent. And then, now you've got like a unique workflow for that unique process, okay? So this is how you start that process. So video tracking, and then let's just do an SMS, and then we can just say, hey, Quinn, I saw you just checked out my video on how we can get you 30 motivated seller appointments in the next 90 days. But you didn't book a call or something, right? Are you free right now for a quick call, or does text work better? Okay, so that would be a message, right? And then I don't really like demoing emails because you have to like put subjects and do all that, but you can do an email here. I clicked SMS, I think, but you can do an email here, okay? And you can put that same message here, boom, that would go there. Like I said, you got to put in the subject and all that stuff. But if someone watched this video right now, they'd be forced to register, and because they're forced to register, and within that registration, we're collecting their phone number, then we can automatically send them a text, okay? And then we could even do a tag before this or after, but it's cleaner to just probably do it before the automations. And then you could tag this lead, watched VSL video at 50% and then click add new tag and then save the action. So now what would happen is when somebody watches this video at 50%, the automation will tag that lead, which I don't know where it went. Save. Did that save, guys? Are you guys seeing that? Sometimes, I don't know what's going on. I click save. Save. Well, sometimes I think it doesn't populate like it worked, but I mean it did. So I don't know. Go high level people, if you're seeing this, hopefully we fix that. But so if somebody watches a video at 50%, here's a tag that gets added. Here's an SMS. Maybe you do a voicemail drop. This could be really powerful too. This is as simple as uploading an MP3 file. Hey, notice that you just saw my video on how to get 30 motivated seller appointments in the next 90 days. I noticed you didn't book a call, right? But I noticed you didn't book a call. I just sent you a text. Click the link. We can talk soon. Whatever the message is, right? And what you could do if you were going to do some sort of like condition per se. So let's say in that example, you wanted the automation to, there she is again, to send only to people that didn't book a call, right? Then what you would do here is you would do an if else. And the simplest way in this example would just be did not book appointment. And then you could just do, I think it's under appointment here. Last appointment is empty. Okay, so once the appointment is empty, then then you're going to send them that text. Now you're sending them a voicemail. Now you're sending them the email. Now you're adding them to a certain workflow. You could do all kinds of stuff here, right? For the sake of simplifying it on this example, this is what you could do. So someone sees a video, 50%, you tag them either way because you want to know on that call they watched at 50%, and then you want extra automation if they didn't book the appointment because they're probably warm. And then from here, you can do a chain of SMS, right? And you could even do a time delay before you run this condition, because if this runs automatically or immediately, then what's going to happen is if people book an appointment like 2 minutes after they opt in, like they're going to get a text saying they're going to get this text, right? So it needs to work, right? And so what you would want to do here is probably put a little bit of a time delay. That way you can make sure, hey, you're not sending this to people that are, potentially going to book, but, maybe like if they opt in and the video's 4 minutes and you're sending them a text as soon as they opt in, like, why didn't you book? It's like, it's going to defeat your marketing here. So you could do a time delay, or I don't know if you can do it this way before. Yeah, you can't do it that way. So you just do a time delay, or you could do a potential. Yeah, you couldn't do a condition because the last appointment is empty, and then you time it out for 10 minutes. Yeah, you could do that. I like simple stuff, so for me, I just like the binary, like wait 10 minutes or whatever, and then basically, I'm not getting into too much of that complex stuff. So video tracked at 50%, add the tag, which should have already been here. You guys saw me click that a bunch of times. And then it waits 10 minutes, and then if they didn't book that call, then they're going to get a text. They could get the voicemail here. They could get the email, right? You could literally almost do anything with this, with Go High Level, right? So just to keep it simple, I would just stay, on this text, right? And you could just do another one, like wait, like another, like let's say 2 hours. And then you could do another follow-up one that just says, hey, Quinn, are you there? And then now you got another follow-up, and then you could do, you know, another one and just wait like 1 day. You could just say one more thing, you know, SMS. So, hey, first name. Still haven't heard back. You free for a quick call? And guys, I've seen thousands of leads come through systems like this, and I'm telling you, you know, don't be afraid to send and use automated text, because one, they just work. It works insane. And two, I've seen people that have not responded to 20 text messages, and then one day they respond and they convert. So when you're building this stuff, don't think, oh my gosh, I don't want to like over text people. Obviously, if you're texting people like 30 times in a day and you're just pressuring them, then, you know, that's going to be, you know, that's not going to really be beneficial. But, you know, I think you could even send four text messages in a day, and if you do it the right way and they're not responding, if this is like newer in the funnel and it is like colder traffic, you know, it's not gonna, you know, take what I'm saying as you will. But, you know, I think when people come into our system, I think we have 4 texts within the first maybe 5 or 6 hours. So they come in, we acknowledge their inquiry, right? So this automation is just for the tracking of the system, but ideally you would have an original like automation as well. So when they opt in, they get a text, hey, you know, thanks for opting in, and then you're sending them whatever you're sending them, and then here's the link to the video, right? And now you've sent them a text, you've acknowledged they just opted in, so you got that initial response, and then you could send them another thing, say here's the link to the video in case you need to go back and check it out. That's 2 texts, right? Now, if they watch at 50%, now you got these other texts. And if you do it well and people are actually interested, I mean, you don't realize how many texts that people see, they mentally respond to, and they just, you know, there's nothing personal there. So don't be afraid to use text if you do it well and thoughtfully, because they can really get people back into the conversation. So let's demo this and we'll wrap up the video. That way you guys can see how this thing works. So basically here, if we have the first step of the funnel, I don't know where my phone is. I think it's somewhere here, but I can demo that text that would go out. But basically you drive traffic here with the Facebook ad, you put in your information, and now someone submits this information. Okay, now we're here on this like video, okay? So this video is almost a minute. So basically if I stay here till 30 seconds, it should tag me inside of the CRM, right? And then it should send me that automation, and, you know, it would take me through that workflow. So let's see, just want to get it to that 30 seconds here. And I'm curious to see, I think on the last one it was pretty fast, but let's see if it already tagged me. So I'll refresh to see if I need to watch a little bit longer. And you guys saw me too. If okay, so I think I just need to watch it a little bit longer. So let's keep playing it here. I'm curious too if you have to have the video or the audio on. You shouldn't, but if you do, then we'll go back. So at this point it should tag me because it's more than 50%. So let's see. Refresh. Okay. Nope, no tag. automation, video watch. Let's make sure video tracking is greater than or equal to 50%. That's correct. Should have tagged me. This is published. I'm just going to turn this on. We'll retest it. Could be there's a slight delay. Let's see. Oh, wait. Wait, what? Oh, this is stuff I built on the other video. Okay, so I was already in the system, so that may be, it still should tag me, but let's retry it just for that. That may have been the case because I didn't allow multiple people to go through the workflow, but technically should have done that. So let's retry this here. So we go if you're wondering what those texts were, that's from another demo when I built this. So let's just do Quinn testing email at Gmail, and then let's do, okay, submit. And now it could be the video, guys. It could be that the sound has to be on. So if this does not tag me, then we'll retest it with the sound on, and then now we know that the sound has to be on. So let's see here. It should be, like I said, 55 seconds. So 27 seconds should be 50%. So let's just get it over here. That way we know for sure. I'm watching. All right, that should be good enough. So now if we go here, so it's not tagging me. So I'm wondering if the sound has to be on, which would be potentially good, potentially bad. I mean, I can see both sides, but let's see here. So let's try it again and try it with the sound on. And if the sound is on and it does tag me, then that in fact was potentially the variable. So let's do testing again with sound on. Sound on. You can hear my cats fighting. Go over there, baby. Go over there. They're getting used to each other. So, sound on test at Gmail. And then all right, so now let's turn on the sound of the video. So after a lead opts in on a funnel page with their name, email, and phone number, or just their email, they would be on this page, which is where I've got my video. And my video could be like a sales presentation. This is me explaining what you guys are watching 2 minutes, already. 5 minutes, 8 minutes, depending on what type of system you're building. That video could be even longer. But basically the idea here is that you're taking that lead or prospect through deeper into the sales process. And let's just say that video, so that should have been, the 30-50%. There it is. Oh, so it tagged me later. So it didn't need the sound on. I think the delay just took a bit of time to tag me. So the original one I probably did worked. It just took some time. I think when I first demoed it, like the test or the tag worked immediately. So I was kind of expecting it to just trigger. So I bet you if we wait a few minutes here, it's going to tag the second one. And then the video or the sound being on is not essential for the tag. So let's see here. And let's see. So it may not have tagged it yet. But like I said, based on this one, because this one was before, it tagged it within 2 minutes. So this one I expect maybe in a minute or so to tag. But basically, let's move on because this did work. So now how do you actually use this in your sales process or use this for your clients to get, then better results. So one thing you may notice too is the light is red. If you're wondering like, why is this light red? At night it's better on my eyes. So if you're like, why is this guy in this red light? Like, I have these hue lights, so everything gets red at night. So anyway, just a little insight. So let's see, we'll check on this in a few minutes while we do other stuff, but basically there's two main ways I would recommend to using this this percentage here. So one, you could do it within a pipeline. So you could create a pipeline here, and let's just say you tag a stage like watched video at 50%, right? And let's just say this is like a stage here, right? These would be deleted in this particular example, right? And you would just maybe have like all your leads just hypothetically are not in any stage, and then you only have the ones that watched at 50% like in a stage. Like I said, you got to understand how to use the software for yourself and design what's going to work for you. But like one way you could do it is this, where let's just say you get 100 leads that come into your system, but out of those there's only 20 that watch at 50%. So you would have a pipeline which just shows watch at 50%, and then maybe you have booked call or something, and then you have like closed, right? I'm just keeping it really, really simple, okay? And then from there, now when you come into your visual like pipeline view, like you're only seeing like, okay, these are the ones that like paid attention. I'm gonna use this to now like follow up, okay? So that's one way, is via pipelines. The second is gonna be, see, that's weird how it didn't show the tag here. To me, that's interesting, but maybe it just takes even longer than that. So anyway, I did watch, so it's 10 minutes. Maybe when I close the page, does that have something to do with it? Like, I don't know. That's interesting. I'd be curious to, maybe when I close the page, you guys see how quick that was? So maybe like it could make sense where it doesn't want to tag or run the automation if someone's still on the page. I guess it's connected to when you close the page. So anyway, you could do it with the opportunities, and then you could also do this with a smart list. So a smart list is basically the simplest way to explain it is you can create certain filters within your list of leads and then add them as tabs in high level. So if we wanted to see a tag of people that were watched at 50%, we would save this as a smart list and just say watched at 50%. So now when you log into your CRM, or if you're doing this for clients, maybe you don't even send them the leads that like didn't watch at 50%, and you're just only sending them the leads that were like watching your content at like 50% or something, right? That way, they're basically like getting a better quality lead, right? So now if I want to log into my CRM and I have 100 leads and there's only 20 here that watch, like now I know, hey, who do I text? Who do I call? Who do I spend time with, right? And then the goal of more ads is just to drive more people into that, and your email and backend automation, which is where you could create campaigns, right? So you can create a little email campaign here. Do they have, let's see, design editor. So yeah, you can choose a template here, or there used to be templates, or it's in somewhere else. So basically what you could do, because you can't do the video embed in the email itself, what you would do is I wouldn't select video here. I would just choose an image like a thumbnail, and then you could replace you would put this, like, let's just say that was your video thumbnail. You can use Canva and create a little like play button here. Then when they click, they're taken to the funnel, right? And if they're not registered via the system, then they'll have to re-register, and then basically, then you can track them from there, right? But that's how you could use email to drive more of those leads into, that part of your funnel versus, just the people that watch at 50% on the first time, right? There's going to be people that, need follow-up or whatever. That's why I said when they opt in, text them a link to the video and just keep sending them there. That way, they could potentially watch and then they understand your product more or whatever. So that's basically how you do it. You create a little 3-step funnel like we did here, or 4-step, and then basically as soon as someone opts in here, and I'm going to test this just for my understanding. Testing closed page at gmail.com. All right, so what we're going to do now is just quickly test to see with the sound off if we close the page at 50%, if that's when it immediately tags the lead. So sound is off here, 50% is, going to be around, like we said, the 30% mark. And if it does, in fact, like, I'm going to pause it at halfway and see if, it tags me. And if it did tag me this time, then it just took time previously. Or if it tags me as soon as I close it, then it's somehow connected to the page being closed. Okay, so that's over 50%. So let's see if I'm here in the CRM. So it didn't tag me. I'll refresh it. Still did not tag me. I'll keep watching. Okay, keep watching. The potential downside of this is that I guess the assumption or the way they designed it is that when somebody closes it, they're done watching it, and therefore that's when you want to trigger the automation. But the potential downside could be, and there's, both sides of it, but the potential downside could be that if somebody is watching the video and they get 70% in, you could literally be interacting with them while they're watching the video, which could be could be good, it could be bad, I guess. So let's refresh. If it does not tag me and I close it and it immediately tags me, then it's in my mind, it's connected. So we're going to close it. We've watched it for past 50%. Close it. Let me refresh one more time just for a good measure to make sure it did not tag me. So it didn't. Let's close it. Refresh. If it tags me, then it's connected to that. So that's what I see. So hopefully you guys see how valuable this can be for your business. I hope you put it to good use. As always, stay connected to the content and the channel if you like it. I appreciate all the thumbs up and comments. If you have any questions, hit me up. Talk to you in the next one.